of love, with a heart of grace, overflow in us, decorate this place. As it is below, so it is above. May we always stand in the name of love. When the veil is gone, there's only one of us, only one. In the name of love. When the day is done, we will sing this song all as one. In the name of love, and everybody sang, oh, in the name of love, in the name of love. Let me hear say, in the name of love, 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 in the name of love.
Sunday, 2026, is connection. I share a connection to all living things. I share a connection with the human family, the world's creatures, and the universe itself. I am reminded of the words of astronomer Carl Sagan, who wrote, "Cosmos is within us. We are made of star stuff. We are a way for the universe to know itself." I affirm this cosmic connection and more. I feel I'm part of everything and connected with everyone through the indwelling presence which unites us in God. When the world feels lonely and I'm struggling to find my place in it, I remember this cosmic connection and that despite our surface differences, we have much in common. I value my connection with others and I seek to make new ones. I treasure these relationships and I celebrate our oneness in God. And our biblical reference this morning, therefore, encourage one another, and build up each other, as indeed you are doing. 1 Thessalonians 5:11.
All you need is love. I love that song. That song came out of a prayer circle up in Santa Cruz last year sometime. My friend Russell Downing, who is the board president at Deborah Johnson's Inner Light Ministries, invited me to their prayer circles. The practitioners meet on Thursdays, and they do a hybrid. They do it, some people in person, some people on Zoom. And his wife, Ganena, she was just praying for the community, the Inner Light community, praying for the community of Santa Cruz, praying for the community of California, the United States, the community of the world, with everything going on. And in her prayer, she said, make a way, Lord. And I was like, whoa, ding, exactly. There's a song. And I say that from the perspective of all you need is love. But sometimes it's hard to feel love when we're challenged. Let me put it this way. Sometimes I'm challenged to feel all you need is love when I'm challenged with someone that I don't agree with. Someone that I don't agree with their politics, or I don't agree with their bias or the racism. But what I'm taught in this teaching is if God is truly infinite, God's within all of us. And I hate to say the good, the bad, the ugly, but that's kind of a better way of understanding it. And this idea of make a way, Lord, I'm not begging or beseeching. I'm tapping into my highest realms. I'm tapping into my highest vibrations to dwell in that awareness, that Christ consciousness that could love, yet not agree with, that could still love in the face of adversity, in the face of a disagreement, I can still love. I was actually looking at Instagram this morning, and this woman came on and she was talking about she and her partner had moved into this neighborhood, and they'd been there for quite a few years, and they were really friendly with a neighbor across the street, and the was an older gentleman, and the older gentleman looked at her and says, "Do you have 2 master bedrooms in your house?" Because her partner was a woman, but hadn't put 2 to 2 together. He said, "No, Jane is my partner, my wife, and we just share 1 master bedroom." And she started to feel the energy change at that point in the way that he viewed her. And he put up a sign in his yard for a politician that she, it's like support, this particular person that she didn't agree with, that didn't agree with her lifestyle. And what she came up with is, I could get mad and stop talking to that man, but I'm just going to love him where he is. I'm going to wave at him. I'm going to take Christmas cookies to him on a yearly basis. I'm going to reach out and I'm going to love him. I'm going to show love. Because that difference and that otherness doesn't make our situation any better. It doesn't make it any better if our defensiveness turns into the same kind of anger that is being projected at us. So I just decided that I had this idea when Jack talked about this. It's like, because we're closing out Pride this week. And what a celebration it has been, the different communities that I've been in. Skip Jennings at North Hollywood, who's the associate minister, is a black gay minister and a lovely man, been a friend for a long time. And we celebrated, and I do Wednesday services with him. That's a midweek service. And every month we celebrate something. And I mean, certainly the hope is that we don't have to continue celebrating Pride, that people can just love who they love from where they are and recognize that if you're bringing more love in the world, what can be wrong with that? Whether you agree with it or not. It's like it might not be your choice, and it may not be my choice, but it's like, who am I to judge who's loving who? If you're bringing more love in the world, what a blessing that is. Just my humble opinion. So I grew up in Detroit, and a lot of my thoughts and my consciousness and whatnot has shifted since I came out to Southern California. I think I had judgment about it. It's a cultural judgment because people look at California, it's like, oh, those weirdos and those freaks, those tree-hugging, patchouli smelling. It's like, and now I'm all of the above, And what's that? Flakes, fruits, and nuts. That's the judgment. Yeah, that is the judgment from the Midwest. Yeah, that's the judgment until you get out here and you're just like, wow, you can let your freak flag fly. Say that fast 6 times. You can come out here and be the truth of who you are. You can come out here and it's like, the truth is you can do that anywhere, but culturally it's not as acceptable in certain areas. It's just not as acceptable in certain areas, which is a shame because, it's like people expressing the fullness of their spirit, the fullness of the way God sees them. What a blessing that is. They raise the vibration, and people want you to limit your vibration. I started out group facilitating at drug and alcohol rehabs recently. Someone invited me to do that, and I've got a lot of sobriety. This year is 40 years in 12-step programs, and July 18th will be 33 years of sobriety, and it'll be half of my life that I've been sober. It's like, who the hell ever thought that would happen, And I've been talking to these people. Most of them don't even have 30 days of sobriety at this point. They're coming off of heroin. They're coming off of crack cocaine. They're coming off of methamphetamine. They're coming off PCP, which I didn't even realize was still a thing, and alcohol, of course. And we talk about the difference between dwelling in that lower vibration with our lower companions. And it's not to judge them. It's just like that. They don't let your light shine. It's like hanging out there as opposed to waking up to that higher vibration that we all have to bring. Because God so loved the world that it created each one of us to express more of itself. And when we hang out in that higher vibration, we're expressing more of God. And when we're expressing more of God in that higher vibration, the people around us get permission, like that Marianne Williamson quotes, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It's not our light, it's not our darkness, but our light that frightens us most. How about we wake up to our light? So I had an opportunity, because I wanted to focus on love and the closing out of pride. And my brother, God rest his soul, he passed in 2012 of stage 4 lung cancer. It took him 57 days from diagnosis till passing. But probably about 5 or 6 years before he passed, he was at my sister's house, and they were talking about gay marriage. Now, context, my brother was a Marine, ex-Marine, but I guess you're always a Marine if you're a Marine. Very angry and very homophobic. And they were talking about gay marriage, and my nephew was there at the time. My nephew had always been kind of overweight, kind of shy, kind of crazy hair, and you didn't speak up around my brother. My brother, you kind of walked on eggshells around my brother because he had a pretty flashpoint temper. And he looked at my nephew. It was my brother and his wife, my sister, my mother, and my nephew, who was probably 17 at the time. He says, well, Kobe, what do you think about gay marriage? And Kobe looked at him and said, well, Uncle Mikey, you can't help who you love. And it inspired this. Can't help who you love, no. No, can't help who you love. Love is blind, so they say. When you fall, can't keep away. Man and woman, man to man, woman plus woman, part of love's plan. Oh, I can't tell you below or above where it comes from. You can't help who you love. It's more than a feeling that fits like a glove. Keep your heart open. You can't help who you love. Keep your heart open. You can't help who you love. No, can't help who you love. You can't help who you love. Some people won't understand what's not theirs to comprehend. Because love seeks love in all shapes and sizes. When it finds you, it mesmerizes. Oh, I can't tell you below or above where it comes from. You can't help who you love. It's more than a feeling, and it fits like a glove. Keep your heart open. You can't help who you love. Keep your heart open. You can't help. No, can't help who you love. Oh, can't help who you love. Some people ask, what would Jesus do? He'd be the love. What would you do? Make a choice. Take a stand for your brothers and sisters, every woman and man. No, I can't tell you below or above where it comes from. You can't help who you love. It's more than a feeling, and it fits like a glove. Keep your heart open. You can't help who you love. Here's the sing-along. Can't help who you love. Can't help who you love. Can't help who you love. Can't help. Keep that going. Oh yeah, I can't tell you below or above where it comes from. You can't help who you love. It's more than a feeling, and it's like a glove. Keep your heart open. You can't help who you love. Keep your heart open. You can't help who you love. Here we go. Keep your heart open. You can't help who you love. Thank you. So, can't help who you love, Uncle Mikey. Bless his heart. Bless all our hearts as we continue to drop down, and to rise up to our highest expression of love. That Christ consciousness. That consciousness that Jesus talked about this in one of the talks. Instead of putting Jesus on a pedestal, why don't we take that Jesus with the Christ consciousness and allow that Spirit to walk within us and next to us? Asking what Jesus would do is not about asking something out there. It's about asking from within. Asking our higher self, our highest self. What would Jesus do? What would the Buddha do? What would Muhammad do? What would the Atman presence do? Asking ourselves, how can, not only who can I love, but how much can I love? Just for today, how much can I love? So I'm grateful that you're all here today. And I still love that pink shirt. So if it doesn't shrink, you can always send it to me, although I think it'd be a little bit short. Thank you so much for having me. Jack took off. I think he got bored with my talk, but thank you so much for being here.
Joy, I wish you love, 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 love. I wish you faith in yourself.